Hello, Ukulenny here, and it's about time for another tutorial. This will be my first intermediate tutorial, so hopefully you watched a whole lot of the easy ones and you're intermediate now, so you can enjoy the intermediate tutorial. If not, you can go back and watch some easy ones, I guess. Anyway, first of all, I want to shout out to Glenn Manges, or is it Manges? I'm not sure, but Glenn, thank you for the request. This is going to be Van Morrison's Into the Mystic, which I've never heard before, but it's a beautiful song, so now I've heard it. Thank you for introducing me to the song, and hope I do it justice in this tutorial. I also have the chord chart available on my website, www.ukulenny.com, if you need to follow on how exactly to shape the chords, but I'm just going to kind of roll through some of the figures that we do in the song. So the first one is the very recognizable one, and probably the funnest one to do. It starts with an E flat chord. E flat is your index finger on the bottom first fret, then the ring finger on the third, then the middle finger on the third. That's a basic E flat chord. You can leave the G string open, and that's an E flat. For this particular figure, you're going to put a half bar with your index finger. So you're going to bar those first two strings, and then keep your E flat the way it is. Okay? There's two different chords that are built in here. One is if you release your ring finger. It's an E sus 2 chord. So you can practice toggling those back and forth. The other one is the sus 4 chord, which is your pinky on that same string. So you want to practice toggling that on and off. Sometimes finger independence is really hard to master, so if this is difficult for you, then I suggest doing this a couple of times a day. Just back and forth, back and forth. Alright, and now the figure. First thing is to keep your right hand going. Then you can release the ring finger. And what I'm also doing is hammering. A hammer is when you play a chord and you add the ring finger right after you play it. So put that part together. Boom. Release hammer. Release hammer. Then there's this other cool thing with the pinky, which can be done several ways. You play it with the pinky, and then you pull it off. That's called a pull-off. So you can do that twice, and that's how you usually hear it in this song. So you'll hear it pull off twice, and then release, and then hammer. Alright, so the intro would go something like this. Oops, I did it 3 times. Sorry, let's try that again. And go. Right, try to jump along. Bump, ba-da. That's the idea with that first chord. Then there are 2 other chords in the verse that you have to master. There's the B flat chord. You've already got a half bar, so half bar the first 2 strings there. Then you're going to add your middle finger on the 2nd fret and the ring finger on the 3rd fret. And that's the B flat. Alright, so you want to practice in between E flat and B flat, E flat, B flat, E flat, B flat. And then we've got the A flat, which is a little tricky chord. It involves more of a bar. So you can actually bar 3 strings go to the 3rd fret. Then your middle finger is going to go on the 2nd string. And this kind of looks like a G chord. That's like a G. You could also do a G like that. This is A flat. It's 1 fret to the right, or 1 half step above. Then you add your ring finger on the top on the 5th fret. Okay? If this is difficult for you, you can actually just do a G up a fret. It'll sound a little different because of this string, but it still works as an A flat chord. So here's the normal way, and here's kind of the easy way. That's A flat major 7 for you theory nerds out there. Alright, so putting the verse together, we're going to start with the E flat, 2, 3, 4. For the wind, also younger than the sun. Then B flat, and the bonnie boat was one as we sailed into the mystic. Hard now, hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. B flat, let your soul and spirit fly. And then you just hold it as we sail into the mystics. Yeah, so if you got the verse, yeah, so the verse again, E flat, then you go to B flat, and then you do that A flat really quick. And then you're back to E flat. Alright, the second time around, you don't add the A flat. You just go heart now, hear the sailors cry, E flat again, and then B flat. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. Yeah, right back to E flat. Got it? If you need a rewind, go ahead and do it right now. Alright, the next part, the pre-chorus. We do a G minor chord, which is index on 1, ring finger on 3, middle finger on 2. Alright. I'm also not going to show you the lick right now. I'll show you a bunch of licks at the end of this tutorial. So right now we're just going over chords. So I know there's that recognizable thing that you do in this song. But there's a G minor right there. But then we go to A flat, which you've done before, and then back to E flat. And then you can do your little. And then back to G minor, then an A flat, and then B flat. And that's where you rock out a lot. I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. And then we're to B flat. So the chorus now. Well, actually, let's go back to the pre-chorus. Pre-chorus, G minor. When that foghorn blows, A flat. I will be coming home, E flat. Alright, then we're back to G minor. And then A flat. And then B flat. Then your E flat. Again, then B flat. Magnificently we will flow into the mystic. That's the basic song. You've got the interlude, which is the chords E flat, and you repeat E flat, and then B flat, for B flat 7 if you'd like. That's the pinky on the 4th fret. And back to E flat. And that's the basics. So you can look at the chord chart if you need to know where everything goes, but it's just these 3 chords, or 4 chords if you include the G minor. Very simple progression. Now the licks. The licks are very fun, okay? So that first lick, the E flat, it's more just like rocking out ad-lib kind of stuff. There's a B flat lick right before the B flat comes in at the verse. So it's E flat. We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. And then, so that's. And what it is you take your pinky on the bottom, ring finger after skipping a string. So pinky's on the A, and ring finger's on the C string on the 5th fret. Take your pincher fingers, and you slide down 2 frets to the 3. Then you can just put down your B flat chord right after, because it's these 2 notes, your middle finger there, and your index finger there. But that's all part of the B flat chord. So if you want to just roll into the B flat chord, you go 5, 3, B flat. Bonnie boat was one as we sailed into the mystic. Yeah, and you can do that whenever the B flat comes in during the verse if you'd like. Alright? The other riff is that G minor riff right before the pre-chorus. So, when that foghorn blows, we'll be coming home. So right before that, here's how you would do it on this kind of uke, because we don't have low enough notes to do. Da boom bum 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 bum. Anyway, that's just me singing to myself. Here's how you would do that lick on this. So first, hold your G minor, and it's those first 2 notes. Then you're gonna hit the A string, open C string, and then you're back to G minor. And that's what you would do right before the G minor chord. So going back to hark now, hear the sailors cry, smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. And here's a riff. When that foghorn blows, I'll be coming home. When that foghorn blows, I wanna hear it, don't have to fear it, and so on. And that's that riff. And the last thing, which I will part ways with you with, is the interlude has a nice horn lick. So I was playing the chords of the interlude, E flat, and then a B flat 7, back to E flat. Those are our 4 chords. You're gonna play the E flat for a long time, and this is, I'll sing the horn part. 2, 3. So da 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 da. Then it goes again. Da 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 da. That's the basics. You can do this on your uke. This is very cool. We're going to change positions of the E flat so that it's on the 6th fret. And it's like taking a B flat that you already done and then moving your index finger so it's on the 6th fret. Then we're going to take our pinky and put it on the 10th fret. So you're on the 6th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret. So try this with your pinky. You're going to play the 10th. Those are the first two notes. Dun, dun, da-da-dun, da-dun. Now that da-da-da-dun is kind of difficult. You're going to want to practice with either your ring finger or your pinky. So without any of the chords, you would either do it like this, actually like the ring finger better than the pinky, so do it with your ring finger. It is pull-offs in a row, so you're going to pull off from the ring to the index. Try that. And you're going to jump strings and pull off again. So try those pull-offs. Again. Again. And you finish with ring, index. Okay, that's the lick. Now you can actually, this is your E flat chord in a new position. You can actually release your ring finger now. Do the top note. And then strum everything at the same time. Like an A flat, but it's up 2 frets and it becomes B flat. Add your pinky on this fret right here, the 8th fret of the C string. You got a B flat 7. And that's all the stuff that you kind of have to know to rock out this song. Thank you for watching the first intermediate tutorial. It's been a learning experience for me as well. Hopefully you've learned a little something today about playing this song. And stay tuned for more. Thanks. I'm Ukulenny. Bye.